All right, team, it's Brian Daniel from the Celebrity Personal Assistant Network, which is located online at findcelebrityjobs.com. If you are an assistant or a house manager or you are some sort of private service professional, I'd like to very quickly buzz through these books and give you something very brief about each one. I won't talk too long about them because otherwise, the video is going to be an hour long. Baking soda, 500 fabulous uses. This is wonderful. Get one of these. Craig Copeland's Essential Handbook for Personal Assistants. This is especially helpful if you're kind of new to the game and you want to learn how to survive working with celebrities and billionaires, and you need tips on finding jobs. This is pretty good. Also available digital. I believe that the book is out of print now. So whatever is available on Amazon, and then that's it. Vinegar. Uses for vinegar. Very good. Self-explanatory. Get this one. You can buy all these books used on Amazon for a very low cost. Quick tips, 799 helpful hints for collectibles. If you work for a VIP and they collect things, this is great. All right. If you are an assistant, especially an executive assistant, Jeremy Burroughs, leader assistant. He's got a website. He's got classes. He's like the guru on executive assistants. There's a lot of meat. This is more about performance on the job, not looking for jobs. Very good book to have. This is very fun. Such a classy book. Downton Abbey Cocktails. I'll open this one real quick. This has a lot of really great things, complete with pictures. It's got all the books from the show. Even if you're not a fan of the show, if you've never even seen it, if your boss especially has like a wet bar and does entertaining and stuff, really great book to have. Very cool. The Butler's Guide. If you're a house manager, especially an estate manager, you're a personal assistant with house manager duties, this is very good. Even if you're not a quote-unquote butler, because butler, of course, is more of a European term. We say house managers. This has got a lot of useful stuff. Okay, take a look at this. This book is out of print, but if you are in private service, especially if you're a house manager or work for a family office, and you need to know the A to Z ins and outs of hiring private staff, you need this book by Marta Perrone. Of course, she's the guru with estate management manuals and things like that. She wrote a very detailed book about hiring and employing staff and how to stay compliant with the law and everything. This book, even though it's out of print, there are copies available on Amazon and other platforms that sell books. Highly, highly recommend. Also for house managers, The Butler's Book. And again, even if you're not a quote-unquote butler, this is terrific. This is written by like a 30-year tried and true professional. You can get this from Stephen Ferry, and it's on Amazon and on his website and everything. Terrific book to have. Really informative. Okay, I've got 2 copies of this, the Etiquette book. So this has been around for literally 100 years. Emily Post, her grandchildren and great-grandchildren are now running this company. This is like a 600-700 page book on all things etiquette. It's not lofty. It's not for snobs. This is terrific to have. Now, do not get the old one, okay? So what you need to buy, it says here, Centennial Edition. and it's a modern, updated version. It even talks about the fist bump greeting. I mean, everything's in here. I had a call yesterday from a VIP, someone who hired an assistant. It's her first assistant job. She's not familiar with private service, and she's never been in a household with high net worth families. This is a terrific book to really understand the in and outs of demeanor and etiquette and manners and how to conduct yourself, especially when guests are around. Things about eating dinner and serving, and it's terrific. Highly recommend. Even if you're a pro and you've been in private service 20 years, guaranteed you're going to learn things from this. It's great as a reference just to be able to open up and say, hey, let's see what Emily Post says about this. They have a lot, I'll just quickly show you. They have a lot of really cool pictures, things about place settings too. And I know, the general rule, gift giving, the general rule about place settings is, just start from the outside and work your way in. It's a lot more complex than that. Okay? So you can, and there's more than one way to set up too. Depends how formal it is, if it's lunch or it's dinner, are you serving seafood, how many glasses there are, rock and roll. Get this book. Very inexpensive used. Another great house manual book, okay, by the incomparable Martha Stewart. Very thick, very rigorous. Now, here's the thing about, house management. The problem with house management is I'm about to show you a really big book that's like the granddaddy of all house manager books, but there's no one perfect book for house management. There is no one book that covers everything A to Z. You're going to have more than one book. There's just no way around it. But the one I'm about to show you that's here on the bottom in the Martha Manual, this is going to cover almost everything. The Martha Manual in particular is very good for organizing. It has a list of organizing just about every space in the household. Organize, fix and maintain, refresh and embellish, clean, and it just goes on and on and on. There's for nearly every single book I'm showing you now, there is a dedicated video on my channel. So you can peruse, right? And you can look inside of each of these books. Okay? Last two. These are kind of companions. Okay? The original guide to private service management. About 700 pages. This is the companion book. Okay. How do I say this? This was a butler school in the United States, a house manager school. They opened 30 years ago. They're closed now. The owner of the school and the author of this book made some bad business decisions. Let's just say that. That's the polite way of putting it. So the school's closed. The book is out of print, but this is still, to date, one of the great. You cannot even get these. They're on sale right now for like between $2,500 and $4,000 online. If you could get your hands on one of these, you can send us an email. We're starting a collection of people who want to buy the books. We're working on maybe getting the copyright. And anyway, you can get on our list for I Want a Book. So you can get the original guide to private service management. There are plenty of these. There are hundreds of these used online. This is a good intro for the big book. So anyway, hope this helps. Get busy, start reading, refine your craft, get better at your job. Don't rest on your laurels. Private service is very nuanced. Rock and roll. Have a good day.